Hello everybody, and welcome back for another episode of Indie Impressions. My name is Nick, and today we're checking out Prognosis. We're dipping back into that very creepy little corner of the indie world known as the horror/medical/side-scrolling shooter subgenre. It's a very specific little subgenre, and there are very few indie games that live here, but, you know, the few that are here, definitely strange stuff. So today's episode is going to be possibly very short. Hopefully that's no big deal, but I do want to at least show you this game briefly, because it looks pretty interesting. It seems quite promising, actually, and I want to show you the controls. There's quite a few here that we're going to have to get acclimated with. So although it's a horror/medical/side-scrolling shooter, there's another element to it, which is it's got a little bit of an RPG element to it as well, and also some strategy, which you're going to see employed briefly after we get started. But I won't waste time on the opening screen. Let's get things going. This lump must be the cause of your discomfort. It's probably nothing to be worried about, but we should have a look anyway, just to be safe. So here we go. There's my little blue whatever it is that we're controlling. We're going to move it around with the arrow keys, and it's going to tell me to trigger... Oh, no, it's not. There's our tab for our info. This is where we actually can level up. There are actually stat points to accrue, and you'll see each one of these abilities has its own bonuses and such that we can get, and then there's feats also, which I'm not sure about yet. We're going to figure that out as we go. So I played this for about 30 seconds to get the recording going, and I was actually very surprised. You're not going to be playing a game where basically you are just constantly shooting like you would usually expect. There's a little bit more to it in this one. And you'll notice, of course, we've got something like an experience point meter going at the bottom there. Toggle our toxic tissue. We're going to work down through each one of these commands, I guess. There's Q for a blood ray. The blood ray, I believe, is the only one that you actually hold down to fire, because it actually uses up your health instead of your blue. Toggle regeneration with A. And there we go. There's what looks like a cat's nose we can grab. That seems good. What do I do about this? Put my shield on, perhaps? Toggle speed, actually, no. Alright, speed is going. Go through. Amazing. We've done something amazing here, guys. Alright, we've got to get our shield now, because this one doesn't look like we're going to be able to rush through it at all. We're just going to have to take that on the chin. And I can't toggle regeneration at the moment, otherwise I would have. Once they turn me loose and let me go nuts with this is probably going to be pretty challenging, because I'm not still exactly sure how to prioritize use of what weapons I'm using. That would be regular... Okay, well I can't kill all of them in time. I guess that's fine. I mean, they can't possibly expect you to get every single enemy. Sort my way through a little at a time here. They're gonna hit me. And that's the poison, which is that. No, not the shield. Oh my god, I can't manage this. This is too many things. Oh my god, wow. That is brutal. I hit continue. I really have to start from the beginning each time? Wow. Alright, well I gotta learn my lesson, I guess. That got hard awfully fast, didn't it? Jeez. Oh, it's not gonna tell me what to do this time. And I guess it's dropping random power-ups as well, which is good. Or maybe I got to skip the beginning. Yeah, I did. Alright, so I'm ready on the poison. Should be able to clear through these this time, hopefully. I don't think me shooting my red is helping any. My blood missiles or whatever they are. I think you're expected to take a certain amount of hits, perhaps. Oh, that's pretty brutal. Switching places like that. And I guess I can poison just about any of these things. Oh, Jesus, what? Some kind of crazy squid in this person's bloodstream? I don't think that's healthy at all. Alright, where's it going to put me this time? I hope I can make some kind of incremental progress, otherwise I'm going to be stuck at the very beginning the whole time. That's going to be a little bit on the embarrassing side, although I've done worse on the show, I'm sure. Seems like I should probably use both in conjunction with each other. Can't really hurt. I mean, it's not really using up anything, right? I'm looking at my meters. Oh yeah, it's using up a little bit of blue. But not so much that I really care, actually. I'd much rather be not dead and keep getting further. I was under this false belief that you could, like, do one at a time and it would just be wasting stuff. Regenerate. Oh, geez. I don't know how to deal with these things. And then I don't especially know how to deal with that squid. I put my shield on. That helped. Oh, gosh, it's another one. Alright, I'm dodging it. It's like a charger in Left 4 Dead. I'm gonna run out of blue. Oh, geez, I'm not using my... Ah! Oh no, there's a fetus! That's horrible. Ah, I'm dead. I can't believe I got so much further this time. I feel like I'm making a little bit of progress each time. I'm not sure why we have to watch that every single time we start up, but whatever, it's no big deal. I can't seem to find my blood laser. Oh, it's this one. So we've got all of our attack-based stuff up at the top, and then down from the... Oh yeah, that's nice. We can take out all of them in one shot. Then we've got all our defensive-type stuff underneath. I gotta keep that in mind. I think the biggest challenge here is just gonna be getting totally acclimated to the controls. So if I'm really doing good here, maybe I can use my blood beam to work with both sets of those, like, the pillars of worms or whatever. I'm just sort of thinking about biology and anatomy right now, and I'm trying to wonder, like, what exactly it is that we're fighting. This doesn't seem like a healthy person should have, like, any of this stuff going on inside of them. But what do I know? Watch out. Ah, I dodged it just barely, though. It's another one! I keep toggling back and forth in the wrong order, and then I lose track of which ones are and aren't toggled. I almost would have preferred to have to hold down all of them, but I don't know, maybe not. Alright, how do I deal with this thing? Probably dodge it for starters, and dodge all this. I could have probably used my regen. That would have been wise, right? This game's not actually bad, it's just brutally hard, and has a bit of a learning curve. But I can honestly say I don't think I've played much else like it ever, and I haven't even tried to level up at all yet. I don't have any points. At some point, maybe I'll get to that. See if I can survive long enough. So what do we think about the aesthetic here? Well, I'm not sure I'm super thrilled with the character thing we play as. It's sort of bland. I mean, it's just this little blue neon-looking blob. But other than that, like, the atmosphere, everything else seems pretty adequately creepy, and the background music actually does a great job accentuating that. The title screen music actually is the kind of thing that if that music showed up in the middle of me playing a game when I was a little kid, I probably would have started crying when I was, like, you know, little enough. Like, I just wouldn't know what to make of that. It sounds like the sort of sound you would hear when some horrible thing is about to happen that you can't possibly understand. And I think that there's probably a pretty good opportunity for more sound like that to be exploited to manipulate our emotions in this recent rash of these horror indie games that seem to be so popular lately. I'm gonna try and use my blood laser maybe to better effect. Oh geez, but now I'm gonna kill myself. Oh, I got a level! Okay, what do I do now? I get to pick something to level up. Probably my blood bullets. Next level, increase damage, increase fire rate. Or... no, probably the blood bullets. Oh, okay, so depending on which side you go to, if you go more offensive, you become malignant. If you go defensive, you're benign. Wow, that is an interesting way to look at it. So what we're probably doing here is we're actually... are we the disease? That's the question here. We may be. Oh, geez. Alright, watch out for the squid. We may just be fighting off the immune system right now. As we... oh, come on. That stinks. Did I actually get past the feti? I feel like I'm playing Binding of Isaac here with all the terminology. I quite like the background, too, that there's a noise filter over, it looks like some just sort of abstract, dark shapes, and I think that seems pretty right. And I like the little scratchy-looking top and bottom to the whatever this canal is that we're proceeding through. I'm guessing some sort of an artery. I like how it suggests medical without beating you over the head with it. Like, I mean, it's obviously medical stuff, but in a way, if you didn't know what you were looking at, a lot of it you could think was just some sort of weird sci-fi stuff or just abstract. Because I also don't really like when they go too, like, gore into this kind of thing. Like, I mean, I like it a little bit, but I don't want it to be all about that. And it seems like this game actually quite stands up on its gameplay merits more than, you know, trying to be shocking or trying to be provocative. You know, there's room for both approaches, and sometimes a little of each goes a long way. And I think we've found a pretty nice balance on this one. Wish it was a little bit easier to get into, maybe a little bit less complex to start out, but I could easily see someone that's pretty good at this formula, you know, getting the hang of this pretty quickly and not really being too fazed by it. Yeah, these things are going to be the death of me. I got nothing once they all show up. It's weird how continuing brings you back to the main menu, even though, I mean, what else is it going to do? I guess it's just like dropping you at whatever the last checkpoint is. Sucks I can't keep my level, though. I would almost like it if you could accrue some sort of a bonus that's like passive that goes on between lives. So that way when you die you can come back with a little bit better chance. In case you get stuck on, you know, some horrible difficulty spike, maybe that'll help get you over the hump. And it seems like these power-ups are quite random as well, so you can't really count on those to get you out of a jam. But you can count on your blood laser, and I am just very happy to be able to say that I have the ability to use a blood laser in a video game at all. It's a dream of mine that is quickly coming true now. It's not quite a dream of mine, but it is sufficiently odd to satiate some sort of strange need to be able to claim that I've fired a blood laser at something before. That did not go well. I need to regenerate. Okay, that's on that button. I still can't quite get a hang of the controls. Maybe if I map this to my 360 controller, I'd do a little better. Alright, I'm still on regenerate here. Duck. There we go. These things are the worst. I don't want to waste all my... Ah, too late. This game's freaking tough, man. It's good, though. I'm actually not against it. I'm not seeing too many negatives aside from maybe the slightly overcomplicated controls and slightly too difficult wall at the beginning. I mean, I'm not sure how long this game even is. Maybe it's not all that long in the first place, and the sharp ramp and difficulty curve is just the way that the developer kind of compensated for the length of the game. But if that's the case and the game's super short, I would like to see potentially more of this if it allows you to scale back the difficulty a little bit. I would like to ease into this a little bit more. I would see this sort of a challenge, not quite here, but like the next hallway once we start getting into like everything hitting you at once. That would be a good moment for, you know, mid to end game. Build up some more diversity, get some weird enemies. I mean, it seems like so far we've been doing pretty good on that front. But you can never have too many weird enemies. These squids are at least different enough. I like that everything has a slightly different approach. All the enemies actually have something distinctive about them. I do wish these things, whatever you want to call them, passed you by, though, once they get by you. Oh, that did not go well. I mean, this would be challenging enough without all these ambient things shooting you from the top and bottom. But regardless, it's not really my call to judge the difficulty level here. So let's go... Well, either way, we're going to go back to the main menu. So that's going to wrap us up for Prognosis. I don't want to drag this out too long, but I do want to challenge you guys to go give it a try. A surprisingly fun game. I wasn't really expecting a ton from it, and it was sufficiently quirky, sufficiently challenging, difficult, interesting. So I actually feel like, you know, for the price of $0, I got my money's worth. I had a good time with it. I would recommend it. Go give it a download. I'm going to put the link right in the description, and hopefully you guys can try it out as well, and tell me what you think about it. I'm curious. So that will wrap us up for this episode. Thank you, as always, for watching. Make sure to head over the website, www.indie-impressions.com. That way you can see all the videos, old and new, you know, get all the free games possible from the site. There's hundreds of them probably at this point. I haven't actually numbered them in a while, but I'm pretty sure we've probably gotten over at least 150, if not 200 free games, as well as all the Steam, Desera, and other distribution methods that you can check out. Even check out some of the newer Greenlight games I've been checking out on the show. And I'll stop saying checking out now. And also, head over to the Facebook page, facebook.com/indieimpressions. Leave a like on there if you'd like, and then you'll get every day's new video delivered right into your Facebook stream. Makes it convenient for you. I also do the occasional news update and or contest over there, so it doesn't hurt. Helps me out, helps you out. Everybody's happy. And lastly, if you want to get in contact with me, quickest way to do it is at RockLeeSmile on Twitter. All the links for this, all these things I've been describing are right in the description, so feel free to check that out if you missed anything. And if you're an indie dev and you want to send me over a game for a possible video just like this dev did, that would be the quickest way to hit me up on Twitter and or check me out on the website, because I also have a contact form on there. So that will wrap us up again for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Please come back again tomorrow for another one. I do a new indie game every single day, and I hope you have a lovely night, and hopefully this won't haunt your dreams too much. Alright, talk to you later, guys.